My family is quiet, not necessarily reflective, not really secretive, but the family here in uh, in the States is like that. Um, not necessarily, not necessarily people that share their feelings or even tell you what's going on with them. I have one uncle who he disappears for days and doesn't tell anyone where he is. And he just like, oh, I was somewhere, don't worry about it. There was some blood, there was prosecution, and no one knew for probably weeks/months that this happened. So that's typical of the family. We're we're not terribly close, even though a lot of us are here in America. But I think the family that's in Jamaica is closer to, closer self-enclosed themselves than the family here close to the individual members in America, if that makes any damn sense. Anyway, I'm closest to my mother, even though she is far from me right now, about 528 miles. She's the closest person to me in terms of how I feel about her and the sharing of emotions and whatnot. Although I think I'm really close to Cherie as well. And Cherie is my second mother here in Atlanta. And she's my gay mother, and we share quite a bit, and she gives me advice, and then she, shakes her finger at me and things like that are useful. My mother in Florida is very laid back. She's like, whatever you want to do is fine. Just make sure you're happy. And Cherie says, that's not a good idea. And we carry on. Like, already I have to edit this whole conversation. I often wish I were more of an active person, more of a, take charge, don't do this. If something happens, go to the person immediately who's done this to you. Like, I've had to learn over the years to be more that person, but I'm so far from being that person, it's ridiculous. Would I ever do that? No, but I've had the urge to, yes. Because if you're grudgeful, you don't care about them. You just want to have them either not be that person anymore, or because it's all about how you feel. But yeah, I think I have snapped, but it's always on the inside. I don't think I've ever snapped and done anything active, unfortunately. Yeah, because I think too much. I overthink everything, every scenario. If something happens and I don't act right away, then I think myself out of action. You told me to start recording, what the hell? I tell lies to lessen blows, which is stupid. Lessen emotional blows, which is stupid because when they find out, and they always find out because they're always dumb lies, it makes the blow worse. I mean, Jesus, I told you already that I am boring. What part of that didn't you understand? Did you think I was making that shit up? I am not making this up. You're not gonna, this is not Cher here. This is not like, I'm not sure who could be exciting, but you're not interviewing yourself as an example. What is my vice? I don't drink, I don't smoke, I'm not a sex addict. I like traveling a lot. But my latest thing really is electronics. In the last year, I've purchased really expensive electronics. Otherwise, I'm quite cheap. Very, very crazy, buy the store brand, cracked can, cheap kind of person. So I think that electronics are my vice. Again, not very exciting. I bought 2 computers, 1 video camera, 1 electric toothbrush, 1 car. What else did I buy? An external hard drive, some additional memory. Just ridiculous. For why? I mean, it's all useful and wonderful stuff, and I love it. But yeah, yeah. That's my advice. So I'm supposed to tell you right now that this secret, if such a thing actually existed. Okay, that makes so much sense. But tell you a secret. I mean, you saying that over and over is not going to make it emerge from the buried place that it is. Because, you know, if you told me a secret, I'd probably put it back there too and just not let it come out. I don't even know why you thought I was joking when I said I was boring. Really. Again, nothing exciting. Sometimes I wish I were, a hard, whoring, drinking chick, but that's not me. One day, maybe one day. Something to aspire to. Because that's interesting, I think. That's the kind of stuff that I sometimes write about. You know, these hard, drinking, whoring women who travel around and just go into lives and make them, shake them up, do crazy sexual acrobatics and emotional acrobatics too. And then leave the women going, oh, that was the best I ever had. And then they move on, and these ladies have this wonderful, lush memory. Yeah, and then they live on in the women they leave behind. Even if they die a fiery James Dean-like death. And for a long time I thought, here's this idealized version of love. You know, you meet someone, they become almost everything to you, and you're just meshed emotionally. You have your own separate lives, but, you know, everything is just perfectly synchronized, and you feel each other, da-da-da-da, it's great. And I always thought that kind of love was just something I would never achieve. And it's a kind of love that they teach you as girls in those romance novels. You know, this is the kind of love that's the ideal love. And so I was thinking, that I will never have. I would never allow anyone close enough for them to become that important to me romantically. So maybe for a long time it was a sort of self-fulfilling prophecy, you know? That's all I have to say about that. Go ahead. Next question, or whatever you're talking about.